Between Sessions handles a variety of mental health and sexual issues using adult language. Listen at your own risk. Well, hello and welcome to Between Sessions. I am Shauna Wilder, licensed professional counselor, certified holistic sex therapist, and I know what you're thinking, but no, I did not have the best sex ever last night. With me, as always, is producer Sid.
Hey.
Sid. All right. So, what do we have on the schedule today?
Today, I have a theme that we're going to play with.
Yet again.
And you get to challenge yourself and figure out what it is. If you guys at home figure out what it is, please put it in the comments. First one to put it in the comments, we'll get some access to some merch once we're running it out. We'll give you some double taps.
Okay, great.
All right, Shauna. Today, we have Nick on the line. He's ready for you. He is having trouble with his partner since they moved in together.
Okay.
And he has some questions for you.
All right. Hi, Nick. How can I help?
Yeah. Okay. So just quick little overview. My girlfriend and I met at a theater convention while we were still in college and dated each other for long distance, like 2 years. And we graduated and were able to move to a new city together. And we moved in together about a year ago. And it seems like once that happened, sex really has fallen off. When we were dating, it was like she could barely keep her hands off me. And like now, sex happens maybe like once every 2 months or so. And maybe it's she had something to drink or after we went out with friends or something like that. But when I try to talk to her about it, she says she'll try harder, but nothing happens. She does tell me she loves me and that everything's okay, but there always seems to be some excuse as to why she's not in the mood. I don't want to break up, but obviously that's killing me, and I need her to take some accountability.
Okay. So first of all, I just want to say off the top that this is normal. I'm not saying it's fun to experience, but sex falling off when the interaction level changes is very normal for couples, okay?
All right. Well, good to hear.
Okay. So the first thing that jumps out at me from your story is the long distance portion. When people are long distance, you're probably not even seeing each other with the same frequency that people who are dating in the same town could be. Usually if people are in the same town, it's once a week. So you're probably much less than once a week. Also, you might be meeting in different places. So not just you come to her, she comes to you. You might be meeting someplace else entirely, like a weekend getaway. So what you have there is kind of like scarcity and novelty. And with both of those, sex is always going to be like very highly anticipated. So you're going to spend your time apart anticipating the next time you can be together and bringing a very high level of intentionality to those times when you can be together. You'll spend the time thinking about what you're going to say, what you're going to do, and really looking forward to being together. So what happens is that, while you two were in this phase, you didn't really realize any of that was happening. You just thought sex just kind of like appeared whenever you were around each other, and you really had no idea of like the timeline or anything that went into creating that sexual feeling.
That makes sense.
Okay. So now you take that and now you're together all the time. There's much less intentionality to it. And neither one of you are anticipating coming home and kind of like bringing your best self, bringing your happy, primed best self to your partner. You're just coming home. And that's not bad. That's just, how life is. That's why I say like, this is normal. This happens all the time. But now that energy is very different from how she specifically used to experience sexual desire. And to add to that, I'm guessing that your lives have probably changed significantly also?
That's fair to say.
Okay. So probably you both have jobs now?
Yes.
Okay.
College is over, for sure.
Gotcha. And you're both now in a new city?
Yep.
Okay.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
So literally, like everything feels different for the both of you. And that's probably pretty stressful, at least somewhat for the both of you.
Yeah, yes. I mean, I'm definitely stressed.
Yeah, sure. The problem with that, though, is like, even if both of you are stressed, like for men, a lot of time being stressed is a lot closer to sexuality than it is for women. So while you're kind of used to feeling sexual while you're stressed, she's not. Yeah. So also she's also not used to, like I said, like creating any kind of sexual desire. Again, it would just kind of like show up. So she doesn't really know how to create it now. She didn't know how to create it then. She doesn't know how to create it now. So
still learning.
Basically.
Okay. So you're just starting over.
Yeah.
But learning on a whole different field. Right? So.
Right.
But.
Okay.
So, okay. With me so far then.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. Things have changed. It's not the same. Got to kind of accept that it's a new version of us.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the long answer here is that you have to learn how to practice like creating that sexual intimacy and desire. It's a process of kind of like learning how to put down for her, for learning how to put down the stress and anxiety and pick up pleasure, how to kind of like redefine what sexuality looks like for you so that it fits into the life that you have, and how to not shut down when you then initiate anything.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's a lot to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. At least I feel better about it being normal and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can accept that.
Also, though, I will say, like, it's really common for people in your position to feel very angry and frustrated with their partner. But maybe the good thing for you to know is, like, she hasn't really understood what was broken. So much less how to fix it. So even when she says like, I'll fix it, like she still doesn't know what she's saying. And neither of you. I think it's very easy to think, well, really all you have to do is just like, you just need to do it. But if it were that easy, it would have already been done by now. And right.
Just have patience on both sides. This
is honestly something that a therapist like me could walk you both through in maybe like 6 sessions. But it's also something that walks into my office all the time. This is the core of my job. Like couples with this exact same problem pay my mortgage every month. Like, and
wow,
you use the word accountability. Okay. So to me, in my experience, when men use that word, they seem to feel like the women are kind of like getting away with something. A lot of guys in your position, the thing that I've heard them say is like, she gets exactly what she wants. She gets everything that she wants from the relationship, but I'm not getting what I want from the relationship.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is your journey with those feelings. I need you to start to work with those. Because feeling disappointed, frustrated, lied to, that's all normal. But projecting that back onto her is definitely going to like kind of like hinder the progress, make her feel more pressured. Sex doesn't respond well to pressure, unfortunately. And if she loves you, knowing that she's hurting you with this problem that she doesn't know how to solve will create so much pressure.
Right.
Which is
okay. Maybe suggesting talking to someone together will be good.
Right. Yeah. It'll be kind of like a level set. This really, honestly, this is just a skill issue for the both of you. Like nobody ever talks about this. Nobody ever teaches this to couples, that you're going to have to figure out how to create it at some point because your entire life will change. And those feelings that were just naturally there, the excitement, all that kind of stuff, like they're not there. So you got to figure out how to kind of like create it on your own. So anyways. All right.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Hold on, wait. I'm just going to say one more time. I really do think you would do well, probably the both of you, to see a sex therapist, okay?
Okay.
This isn't something I can fix in 15 minutes. I can, talk to you a little bit about it, but if I could fix it in 15 minutes, I'd be mad.
You wouldn't be paying your mortgage.
No, I wouldn't.
Right.
But I'm going to say this. I'm going to offer you both, again, like a free pass for my sex therapy school course. It's the basics, okay? Right. So it'll get y'all started. It'll get the conversation rolling. And maybe after that, then you go see a sex therapist and you're already, ahead on those sessions. And maybe it takes 3 and not 6.
Right.
Okay?
Awesome.
Save some money. Okay, I like it.
I appreciate I appreciate it. I'll definitely run it by her.
Hey, thanks for calling in, okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much for your help.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
That has to happen all the time.
All the time.
Like that, you did not even blink an eye. You didn't even seem like there was anything to it.
That's the blueprint. That's what I'm saying. And then so many people find themselves in a dead bedroom, and then they don't know how to get out. They're all discombobulated, and the person who's the problem wants to fix it, but literally has no idea how.
I mean, it's not like he knew what his problem was. He wasn't figuring anything out either.
No, he didn't. But to men, a lot of times it's like, let's just start. Let's just do something. And
I mean, that's true. I do it all the
time. Yeah. And unfortunately,
let's just give it a shot.
That doesn't really get us moving. Oh, God. Yeah. Come here. Let me talk to you about something.
Let's figure it out.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
All right. Who do we got next? Let's talk supplements for a second. I get asked about this constantly, and there's really only one company that I trust, Private Room Supplements. Bliss is my favorite go-to for women. It's a well-researched, science-backed supplement formula designed to support women's sexual health, libido, and satisfaction. This superior ingredient cocktail enhances blood flow, balances hormones, reduces stress, and improves overall sexual functioning. There's just nothing out there on the market that even compares to it. Use code BLISS at the link below for 15% off.
So now we have Wes.
Okay.
And I brought him on here because he has a very important question that a lot of men ask.
Oh, okay.
What are your thoughts on porn?
Oh, okay. Hi, Wes. How can I help?
Okay, so I really think that every guy out there watches porn. I mean, it's just how we are. But my girlfriend doesn't really think so. She thinks it's bad.
Okay.
And I told her it's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. But she still asks me all the time if I'm looking at it, constantly. And I'm not going to lie about something dumb like that. I don't want to make that worse. But she still gets mad about it, and she crashes out over it. So I just want to know who's right. Am I okay to be looking at porn, or is she right to say that it's not something I should never be doing?
Mm.
Okay. All right. So right off the bat, let me ask you, how old are you?
I'm 23 and she's 24. Just turned.
Okay. All right. So how long have y'all been together?
About a year-ish, a little more than a year.
Okay, check.
That's still pretty soon.
That's pretty good. Okay. And do you two have any sexual problems?
No, we pretty much have sex every week, multiple times a week, and it's pretty good whenever we're not fighting over stuff like that. It's pretty hot, but she gets mad, and then we go for a while without it. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here.
Okay. All right. So the big answer is there's no right or wrong here.
Okay.
All right. So I'll tell you why I say that. Okay. So when you say that it's no big deal, I'm guessing what you're trying to say is you don't think it affects how you feel about her.
Right.
Okay.
Hoping that's what you're saying.
That's usually what they mean. Okay. But the problem is it's not just about having sex or not having sex. It's not just about the bodies. Because women, a lot of times, there's lots of questions about this, lots of insecurities. Are you comparing me to these women? Are you wanting this type of sexual interaction? I don't know, blah, 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 right? Lots of questions.
Okay.
But it can also affect how it kind of sets your expectations for sex, performance, and kind of stroke a desire in you to maybe try new things that she may not know anything about or may not want to try to do. So there can still be effects for your relationship that you don't really realize that could be bad. To my way of thinking about it, porn can be a lot like alcohol. To some people, you can take it or leave it, use it casually, and it's not really controlling you. But then even in small doses, you can have a bunch of effects on your body that you don't even really realize. And some people can easily get overpowered by it and can ruin relationships and ruin lives. There's a saying that they have in AA that I really like, where they say, in the beginning, a man takes a drink, and then the drink takes the man. So it can get out of hand quickly.
I can see that.
So she does kind of have logically something here to be concerned about. Okay. I think the problem is just you're hearing her say that she thinks you're a bad guy for watching porn.
Right.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Rather than hearing her things hearing her say things like, I think porn might affect our relationship.
I sure would like if you would stop watching porn. Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I can see that, but I guess, am I not allowed to want to try new things naturally that we could grow together?
That's true. He is still young.
He is. He absolutely. And yeah, they're both. The problem is like, where's this coming from? What's your expectation of it? Because porn is something that probably he's doing in private.
So it's a clarity thing.
So yeah, so it's something that off the bat she doesn't know about, right?
Right.
If you know what I mean, and like
it's selfish to the core. Like by definition, it's selfish.
That's okay.
I get it.
No, which I also think, just sidebar for a second, I think that couples who are in like, paired relationship, there should be a private aspect to your own sexuality. You should have a sexuality all to yourself. That should be allowable and not threatened.
I was going to ask about fantasies and things like that don't necessarily have to be represented in reality. They're just kind of little escapes for me. Kind of
right.
Thing,
Absolutely. So here's the big takeaway here. Like, really, y'all just need to have better talks about this. It's not a case of who's right or wrong, or is porn inherently bad or good. It's more about, what do you think this is for both of you? Right. What is she afraid of? And then what place does it take in your life? Again, I'm going to go back to the grapes and grape soda thing. Like, guys will say that like masturbating is like grape soda and having sex with your partner is like grapes. And like nobody would mistake one for the other. Right.
Two different things.
Yeah.
But again, I also see a lot of relationships where like, well, whether it's grapes or grape soda, it's calories in, calories out. So like sometimes people just end up diverting all of their energy into pornography and not actually being with their partner. And then it would be a problem.
Or if you feel like you're shorting your partner from kind of losing that in any way.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you almost, and I know that there's such a thing as the death grip syndrome, where you can physically cause damage from masturbating too much, and then you get performance anxiety. And so I tell her all the time, she brings that up, and she says, "Well, I just want to make sure you're going to be able to still have some for me." And I'm saying, it's not like it's a problem. I'm doing it so much.
Yeah.
But she just, I guess, I feel like it's maybe an insecurity on her part, somewhat, that she's worried that I'm going to think these things. And I just want to tell her, listen, as long as we just keep an open line of communication about. Yeah. If you're worried or envious or thinking I'm going to leave you, I'm not. And there's definitely a trust issue that I guess maybe I should honor more on her side of the relationship. But
communication,
I guess, is it like something we should work out of when it's allowed, or like maybe she could. She says she doesn't watch any of it at all, but I just find that to be hard to believe. But she does seem like she
might be true.
Man, you need to check that bookshelf.
You definitely read 50 Shades of Grey, and I was like, what do you think that is?
Right.
I was going to say,
same.
Woo, smut has taken off lately.
Same.
So, yeah. So maybe you need to have some conversations with, like, about boundaries around it, but also about expectations, right? I had this couple one time. It was me and the husband and the wife is looking at me and she goes, he's always looking at porn and he's seeing all these things and he expects me to be just like that. And literally at the same time, the husband and I both look at her and went, no, he doesn't.
He's expecting that.
And she just like looked back and forth between me and the husband. I'm like, nobody's expecting that.
Nobody expects that.
He absolutely knows that shit is fake, right? And that you're not going to want to do that.
In the same way, the Minotaur is not going to come save you off your pedestal.
No, that's right.
It's not real.
Exactly.
It's fake. It's all fake.
Honestly, I feel like it kind of made me a little bit more comfortable with what was going to happen, because I was a virgin when we got together. And so but again, I also was trained and, told by many people, porn is not representative of reality. So I knew it wasn't going to be exactly like that.
Good.
But
clarity.
I can imagine if I had never looked at porn, that was such an overwhelming experience that it would have been topsy-turvy in my mind if I didn't have some kind of expectation of what was going on.
Absolutely.
Of what was going to happen down there.
Now, can you imagine if he goes back to his wife after this phone call and says, honey, you know that move I do that you like? I learned that from porn. So porn has some good things.
I guess that's my point. Kind of a Bill Hicks reference. It's not that it's all bad.
You can't.
Some good things for it.
You can't expect Michael Phelps to medal if he never gets in the pool. Like.
Yeah.
No.
I think that holds.
But you raise a very good point. It's that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not all bad. It's not all good. It's all in how you think about it, all in how you deal with it as a couple, the boundaries that you understand, the feelings that you make space for, and you looking at it doesn't make you inherently a bad person or a bad partner.
Depending on what you're looking at.
I think you've helped me see that this is something that I need to honor in her mind, but I think it's also a trust issue that we need to just explore more. It's not even really about the porn.
Yeah, it sounds like a communication.
We need to establish what those boundaries actually are and where she feels most comfortable. That's really what I'm hearing.
I would call this, in a very annoying, modern kind of way, I would call this a trust opportunity.
Hey,
you have an opportunity right now to create a whole lot of trust through some discussion.
Real quick, yeah.
So yeah. All right.
Yeah, and then I think that will actually smooth out those fights. Thank you so much. That's a good point. I'm going to go do that.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
That is wild.
That was fantastic. So does porn count as cheating?
I mean, it depends on the person. It does. If they have the strong moral ethics of it being a problem, then yeah. If your partner tells you they don't want you looking at porn or would like you to, if you want to maintain this relationship to not look at porn and you look at porn, that's just cheating. Period. It's not.
If it's a stated boundary and you violate it. If it's a stated boundary and you, P&V makes no difference if it's a stated boundary and you decide for yourself that you are not going to honor that boundary. So is porn ever healthy for a relationship? He raised some good points.
I mean, he's got good arguments. There's definitely some stuff to learn.
Expanding the mindset.
Seeing new things.
Seeing different bodies. A lot of people like amateur porn.
Right. He's probably only seen one body his whole life. Like he could potentially go his entire life at seeing one naked body.
Yeah.
As it matures through the ages, but it would be the one.
That's true.
Right? Outside of himself, that's the only naked body he'll ever see. So
I think it's very important, though, to know how to talk to your partner about porn. I
think you have to also have a partner that's willing to talk to you about porn.
Absolutely.
Because that's really what the core of that call really sounded like, is that he didn't know how to approach the conversation with his wife.
Yeah.
And I think they had a lot of good communication. I think this was just a subject that they weren't able to talk about.
Yeah, maybe they will.
Yeah, hopefully. Sounds like he had it.
Let's talk supplements for a second. I get asked about this constantly, and there's really only one company that I trust, Private Room Supplements. Bliss is my favorite go-to for women. It's a well-researched, science-backed supplement formula designed to support women's sexual health, libido, and satisfaction. This superior ingredient cocktail enhances blood flow, balances hormones, reduces stress, and improves overall sexual functioning. There's just nothing out there on the market that even compares to it. Use code BLISS at the link below for 15% off.
And for the next one, we go back to the chat.
Okay.
All right. We got a Riza on the chat asking some questions.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people want answered. All right, cool.
Oh, we got some upvotes. Okay.
Great. All right, let's go upvotes on this one. All right, Riza. My fiance and I have been together for 1.5 years, and since we got engaged about 6 months ago, we've started having sex. Okay.
Okay.
And for some reason, I can't have an orgasm during regular sex.
Oh, God. Okay.
She's very worried about this. And as she definitely wants to have kids once we are married.
Okay.
So he's going straight to I need to make sure that I can perform my lifelong duties, not just my marital bed duties, lifelong.
And in 6 months, this has everyone wigged out.
That fast.
To where we're talking lifelong now.
I would like to hear more about this relationship, to be honest. I think I'm going to need a little bit more details on that one.
Okay. So my first question is, can you come from oral or a hand job?
Ooh.
We're going to start there.
We're going to start there. Okay, so let's get into it there.
Because this tells me a little bit about like the organic functioning of the body.
Right, like whether it's working or not.
Right, exactly.
Yes, fine. It takes a while. Okay.
Okay.
So is that for hand jobs or, I mean, anyway, it's being done to you. We'll just put it out there.
Right. And maybe if it takes a while, that might also be like, user error. Like if she's doing
True. It's a learning curve. If you're able to knock it out in 3 minutes, anybody who takes 5 minutes is going to seem like they don't know what they're doing.
And maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have clarified like oral or hand job from her, not you. I don't know what you can do with, sucking yourself off, but like okay. So
hand to God. It happens.
Hand to God.
It happens.
Okay.
It's not an urban myth.
So next question is, do you lose your erection during sex?
No, I don't. It might get a little softer, but I don't lose it.
Okay. So we're not having erectile dysfunction. Okay.
That's not full.
So it's just about the ejaculation. So do you think it's anything about her or the sex that you're having that's less exciting than, say, a blowjob?
No, I don't think so. I love her. She's hot. Sex is hot. I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Could you clarify that for me? Do you think so?
Big up for
How hot is she?
Yeah.
Let's give some rankings here.
Big ups for the hot fiance.
All right. Great.
Okay. Have you noticed that it takes longer with her specifically than it usually does with other women? That's the big.
Oh, he's never been with another woman.
Oh.
Hasn't been with Hasn't been with another woman in a long time.
Okay. So now, next line of how long? Like, how long were you kind of like celibate, single, whatever, before this relationship?
Without the relationship.
Right.
5 years.
That's a long time. Okay.
Oof.
Now, here's where I go out on a limb. And the last caller kind of made me think about this. Okay. So I'm guessing that 5 years, like, you were masturbating during that time, right?
Yeah.
The whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now you two have sex. She's hot. You're hot. I'm assuming the sex is hot, but you can't finish inside of her. And that's what happens, right? So then what happens when you can't finish inside of her? What happens after that?
I usually pull out and either finish myself off or she does. Okay.
Okay. And how often is that happening? We're rounding the bases here.
I mean, we are all both so freaked out by all this that now we only have sex maybe once a month.
Okay. And you're still masturbating in between. We're sliding into home.
Yeah. Is that a problem? What?
I do think so.
It can be.
It's what we got. They dropped a reference to this in the last call. This is the death grip dick.
Oh my God. What is that? What is the death grip dick?
Okay. Not exactly a little known condition. This was coined by Dan Savage from Savage Love.
But this is supposed to be known.
Right. It's been out there for a while.
Okay.
They don't teach this in sex ed. They might need to. But this is where you as a man can masturbate the way that you like, kind of like as rough as you like, as hard as you'd like, sometimes with no lube. And you're really just kind of manhandling your piece. And then you go to be with a woman with a soft, squishy vagina, and it's not the same. Like, you can dial in intensity with your hand or with, I don't know, a fleshlight or whatever, like in a way that a woman with a vagina can't necessarily.
That is a wildly accurate title for that.
So you're literally squeezing the life out of the damn thing.
Like if you really if you go into that blind, you have no idea.
No.
Ladies, I'm sorry for this, but the guys understand. That is a perfect summation of what you are trying to explain.
Right.
Death grip syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So you're not going to like the prescription for this. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. Like, I got bad news.
I bet it's the inverse of death grip.
That it literally is. Like, so what you got to do now is hands off, no grip syndrome now, right? No touchy. And
just him?
The rule is he can only come in a vagina, in a pussy. Like, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Oof.
So there's no finishing off afterwards. There's no masturbating in between.
This is the worst prescription I've ever heard.
We need a hard reset. I told you.
It's a hard life.
I told you, man. Like, I got bad news, brother. I'm sorry to say. But that would be the way that we would right the ship.
And so that would also help with the relationship with the girlfriend. That would help with the relationship with yourself, help with the relationship with your death gripped poor member.
Poor squeezed.
Poor guy. And, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Sure.
Like you're really getting a grip back on your on your control.
Don't start with the puns here. We'll be here all night. But yeah, that's bad news, buddy.
At least you don't have to have stitches. I mean, it could be worse.
I you know what? I blame what's his name? Wes, the last caller that brought it up. He cursed us.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
He dropped the name and look at it. You say the name and it shows up at your door.
That's so wild.
He manifested death grip.
It's so weird that both of them had the same, like, I've never even heard this term before. And 2 callers back to back actually have it. That's wild.
I'm honestly surprised the first time you didn't say, wait, what?
Yeah, I was hoping somebody would explain it. I'm just like, oh, that's a clever name for something. We'll figure that out later.
So first of all, though, I just want to say, like, we're not laughing at your situation.
We're not. It's just totally fixable.
But the thing is like, it's really not as serious as you think.
Right. It's being blown way out of proportion.
Yeah, man. It's okay.
It happens to a lot of people. We hear about it a lot. There's so much that they made a clever term for it.
Exactly.
That apparently other people just throw around like whatever.
Like a dick, apparently.
Right, like a dick. Who knew?
Oh, my God. All right. Well, that was fun.
There's your scripts.
Well, that's good.
So let the doctor says take 2 of those and call her in the morning.
Oh, my God.
Not a doctor.
Yeah, not a doctor.
Yet.
Oh, my God. I don't even know what to say about that one. Can you imagine the search terms for that hashtag death grip dick?
Yeah.
Probably not.
It was about to be on my phone. I'm glad you clarified because I would have gotten some inaccurate information from Urban Dictionary. I didn't know what that was.
Oh, man. But this is also why some of those guys do that no fap November kind of stuff.
God.
They wean themselves off.
But I feel so bad for like the spouse. Like she's sitting there thinking like, what the hell am I doing wrong? And it's like
nothing.
Inexperience on top of everything else. You could be the best in the world, but if you're killing all the nerve endings, I mean, it's not, you know, you're strangling blood vessels. You have to heal. And if you're not allowing yourself to heal, then it just is what it is.
I know. The thing I'm worried about is that he goes to her and says, hey, here's what I think's going on. I need to lay off. And then she like gets frustrated with the fact that he fucked himself up. Let's pray that doesn't happen, everybody. Everybody light a candle, cross your fingers that does not happen for that guy.
But you kind of did. I'm not just saying.
So
you kind of did it to yourself.
Give your penis a vacation.
Everybody needs to give their penis a vacation. Everybody should be participating at least a month of a year. Just kind of woosah.
Your penis needs a Jet 2 holiday.
Woosah. Right. You need a Jet 2 holiday.
I think it had a Jet 2 holiday.
That one definitely did.
All right. Quick shout out to Ritual Hair Co. in Dallas for keeping us camera ready and feeling human. Look, self-care isn't just a pretty face mask or a bubble bath. Sometimes it's letting a professional make you look like the best version of yourself, the one that has their life together. The team there gets that, and they've been taking care of us behind the scenes this whole time. If you're in the Dallas area, mention Between Sessions when you book, and they'll hook you up. Details in the description.
And after that last call, let's ask the group what we think the theme of this week is.
The theme of the week.
Could you figure out the theme of the week? If you think you've got it, put it in the comments.
So was it Death Grip Dick?
That is so close, but no.
Did I black out once we started talking about it?
It's literally all that's going to be stuck in anybody's head that watches this week. It's just going to be black grip dick or death grip dick, whatever it is. It sounds like the Black Pearl. It's ridiculous.
It's the Black Death.
No, today was the man show.
The man show.
We only had men on today. I don't know if you noticed, but there wasn't a female voice except for yours.
Oh, God, yeah. See, I just listened to my own voice.
Ugh. It's because she doesn't listen to men. That's why.
That is patently untrue. I just did it for an hour.
That's true. She did. And she didn't even blink an eye. And she coined a new phrase.
No, Dan Savage, not me.
Dan Savage coins a phrase.
That's right.
New to me.
I just stole it. Okay, big thanks to all of our guests today. If you have any questions or stories you'd like to share on the show, please email us at hello@betweensessionspodcast.com. Please give us a subscribe, a like, a follow on all of the platforms. Check out the website to get on the mailing list to stay updated on any local special events. And as always, big thanks to our sponsors, Ritual Hair Co. in Dallas and Private Room Supplements for all your sexual wellness needs. I'll see you next session. All right, now get out.